Today we're going to explore 3 ways we could utilize motion tracking on Filmora X to take our video editing skills to the next level. So firstly, I'll show you motion tracking using a text to point at a particular part in a video. Then you'll discover how to use elements to point at a moving object. Finally, but most importantly, we'll find out how to conceal a person's face while moving. This is a tricky one, I'm telling you. So stay until the end to find out. Hello, this is the Tech Girl 007 in here, and I'm here to teach you all you need to know about YouTubing, video tips and tricks, and don't forget the reviews of the latest and most affordable gadgets to help you create even better videos. So let's get started. So as you can see, we've got this first video that's turning around. First of all, we need to decide which part of the video that we want the text on. So I'm going to select only part of the video, but obviously if you want, you can select the whole of the video if you wish. Now you could either add the text or then do the tracking afterwards, or you can do it vice versa. So I'm going to select the text, adjust it a bit, resize it, and as you can see, just going on the advanced settings. Delete anything that I don't want. Right, so now if you want to track it, we need to double click on the video, then select motion tracking. I want the text to stay for the duration of this video, therefore I'm going to just stretch it on the timeline. From here, we need to bring our playhead right towards the start of the video, from where we would like the text to start having the motion on. Right, so since it's a very small area that we're trying to point at, it's a good idea to use this kind of text because this has actually got a pointer. This way we'll know exactly which part to point at, and that the text is only concerned with that specific part and the moving object. Of course, then as you can see, we need to resize the motion tracking tracker so it knows not to point at the whole thing but a small part only. It's now time to track the footage. So click on Start Tracking. And then once done, double click on the video again. Then on the tracking motion, click on the drop down menu and select that text, which in this case is called callout 6. Now let's play it and you'll see how it looks. By the way, if you wanted to know what this little gadget is, I have shown this in a video called 9 Tech Gift Ideas for this festive season, including this one, so get it from the cards above or from the description box below, as I'm sure you'll love them. For this video, as you can see, the man is running towards the right side and we want an arrow to be able to, point at it and follow it. So it's not a text this time, it's actually an element. By the way, check that the object you'd like to track is there for the entire clip, and of course cut and trim to make sure you select only the part where the object is in. Bear in mind that the tracking will start wherever your playhead is. Now here's the fun part. When you selected tracking motion, and here you have to do the opposite of what you did for the previous track, mainly because we want a bigger object to be tracked this time. So in this case, it's going to be the whole of this man. And as you did previously, just resize it to how much of the height you want and the width. And once that's done, go to the element section and select an arrow. Again, of course, resize the element in here as well so that it's not taking up the entire screen. And make sure you have placed it right towards the left end of the screen where the video actually starts. So as you can see, I'm just trying to get it to where exactly it needs to be on. So after playing around with it for a little bit, then I found the right position. Of course, I then needed to make a little more adjustment as I go so that the arrow is as close to the object as possible. Once that's done, we need to then track it, and even after tracking it, we can make adjustments to the arrow or the element. And as soon as we're happy with everything, then we can just play it and I'll show you how it looks. Now after tracking, we have to do the same as what we did to the text before. So in here, from the drop down menu, we have to select the element. Make sure to subscribe because I got tons of editing tips and tricks coming your way. So on this video, I'm trying to conceal a face. So on the whole video, the clip, I've made a split in the middle so I know where the tracking will start from, because there's a specific face I wanted to track. And for this, we're using an effect called Mosaic. Then at the top, click on Effects, select Utility. Now you've got Mosaic on the first option. Bring it over to the timeline by clicking on the plus icon. Thereafter, we needed to just play around with how blurry we wanted the face to be or the intensity of the blurriness. Mosaic or Mosaic, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but yeah, just make sure that you put it right on the top of the face that you'd like to conceal, and then adjust the size. Once you're happy with it, we can actually track it. Although we had stretched the Mosaic on the timeline, it's not actually detecting that exact face as it's moving more towards this girl in front. So as I said before, we need to make sure that the object that we're trying to track should be in that one clip. I need to then now cut a bit of this clip, which is the bit right at the end, so then it stops where the guy's face is only coming for the part of the video, so up to where it's hiding behind the girl in front. To make sure that we are tracking the face as the camera is rolling, we need to then duplicate both the effect as well as the video and reapply the effect and track the video again. So you'll see this as I'm doing it. Right, so you need to make sure that you've got a new video track so you can paste the duplicated video underneath the original one. Now delete the original tracking on the duplicated video. So I have deleted the first portion of the duplicated video up to where the effect stops. And then I'm going to retrack the video, but this time I'm going to be using the duplicated video and start tracking from where the original one stopped. So you can track the face exactly as the camera is moving. If you don't do it this way, then the tracker will move as the camera is moving. This is because the camera is moving too fast. So we need to do it bit by bit. I've just deleted the tracking that I put on the duplicated track by mistake, and now I'm going to reapply the track on the duplicated. But before that, I have to make sure that I am hiding the track above it, so then I can see my tracking square. And then again, obviously just adjust and resize. So now let's track it. So as you can see, the tracking square is coming on the girl's face and not on the boy that's behind her. And therefore I want to cut the video from the right side and remove the excess part. So we're only focusing on the boy's face. But then of course, if you want to still track the boy's face, then you need to keep making duplicates and you know, keep tracking it bit by bit. Depending on where you track her will stay consistent on the video. Here I'm duplicating the effect and then applying it to the second video, which is the duplicated video, from the drop down menu. Here is another example where I've used all three of them to, first of all, conceal the number plate using the effects. Then I've shown at the bottom what I'm doing, and then I'm using an element to point at the car's number plate. Alright, so I hope you liked this video. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share it for more.